everyone! Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. I'm Tina, and in today's video, I'm taking you back to my first day on the coastal route of the Camino Portuguese. I'm uploading this video along with the next 12 to give you a glimpse into what my daily walk on the Camino was like.
I will also share what I did during my break. Whether you're planning to walk this route in the future or are simply curious about the experience, just like my mom who asked why I wasn't posting pictures, I hope these videos make you feel like you're walking the Camino with me. On my first day, I left my hostel in Porto around 5 in the afternoon on Sunday, August 4. Originally, I planned to start walking the next day, but I had a change of plans. Weeks before my trip, I read in Facebook groups that the walk from Porto to Vila do Conde is quite long, over 30 kilometers. Many people advised against doing such a long stretch on the first day, suggesting instead to break it up by stopping in Matosinhos and continuing the next day. Despite this advice, I was ready to take on the long walk since I had already booked my accommodations and canceling would mean losing the refund.
However, the night before, I had a terrible time sleeping in my hostel. Our room wasn't air-conditioned, and it was the middle of summer in Europe, and you know how hot that can get. To make things worse, someone in the room turned off the fan, and with the windows wide open, I was being bitten by mosquitoes all night. Between the heat and the bites, I barely got any rest. That sleepless night made me rethink my plans. I couldn't bear the idea of spending another night in that hostel. Don't get me wrong, the hostel itself was nice.
It was centrally located in Porto, the room was spacious, and the shared bathroom was conveniently inside the room. They even had a kitchen where you could cook your own meals. The problem was the summer heat. Without air conditioning, it was unbearably hot, even for someone like me who is used to the heat in Southeast Asia.
And so while lying in bed, I searched online and found a private room in Matosinhos for the next day. So instead of sticking to my original plan, I started my walk a day early and headed to Matosinhos.
In the morning, with just a few hours to explore Porto before starting my walk, I decided to make the most of my time. My first stop was Porto Cathedral, where I planned to buy a pilgrim passport and a shell. For those who might not know, the pilgrim passport or credential is an essential document for Camino walkers. It serves as a record of your journey, is stamped at various stops along the way, and is required to receive your Compostela certificate at the end. The shell, a symbol of the Camino, is traditionally carried by pilgrims as a sign of their journey and faith. I also wanted to visit the cathedral itself, but when I arrived, I saw a long queue to enter. Initially, I thought it was the line to buy tickets for exploring the cathedral, but then I discovered another entrance for those attending Mass. Here's a tip. If you want to visit a church with an entrance fee, you can often enter for free by attending a Mass. I've done this before, like at Sagrada Familia, but that's a story for another video. So I joined the Mass, which was in Portuguese. After the Mass, I looked for the place to buy the pilgrim passport. It turns out that the long queue I saw earlier was also for that. I had no choice but to join it, but fortunately, it didn't take too long.
Hi, I'd like to buy a pilgrim passport and one shell.
I left the cathedral with my passport and shell in hand, ready to begin my Camino journey. Outside, a cellist was performing a beautiful melody, and I couldn't help but pause to take it in. I stayed for a while, letting the music set the perfect tone for the start of my journey. Next, I wandered through the nearby Sunday market for a quick look around. Among the many handcrafted items, I found a beautiful silver scallop shell earring, the perfect accessory as the scallop shell is the iconic symbol of the Camino. One place I really wanted to visit in Porto was Livraria Lelio, known as one of the most beautiful bookstores in the world. However, there was another long queue when I got there. Since I still had work that I needed to finish before starting my walk, I decided to skip it. I'll make sure to visit it when I return to Porto in the future. With that, I headed back to the hostel, wrapped up my work, packed my things, and got ready to start my Camino journey. I began my walk at the Porto Cathedral, following the familiar yellow arrows that guided me towards the Douro River. To track my journey, I used Strava to record all my daily walks on the Camino. On the first day, my route covered 11.4 kilometers from the cathedral to my hotel in Matosinhos. My moving time, excluding any breaks, was 2 hours and 45 minutes.
City lights, keeps me up through the night. We'll leave it all. Wide awake, I hear you call.
Some pilgrims suggest skipping the section from Porto to Matosinhos as it passes through an industrial area. However, the views along the Douro River were absolutely stunning, and I truly believe that this part of the walk is not to be missed.
It's easy if you let it go. We take a stand in the middle of the night. So take my hand, you will never be afraid. Yeah, run away, you and me to the sea. We gotta let the music play, 'cause life is still a mystery.
After walking along the Douro River for a while, the route started taking me towards the coast. It got a little chilly, so I stopped to put on my jacket. If you're planning to walk this route, don't forget to pack a light layer for moments like this. After almost 3 hours of walking, I was so close to my accommodation. This is where I stayed for the night, but I had to go down the road to Del Rey B&B because the reception was there.
Hello. I have a booking in the other
Ah,
hotel.
you are Tina.
Yeah.
Not China. Welcome.
Thank you.
City lights, keeps me up through the night. We'll leave it all. Wide awake, I
And now let me give you a room tour. So this is my room. It's a bit small, but it was comfortable and it has an aircon. Also, I have my own bathroom. For dinner, I went to an Indian restaurant which is near my accommodation. And these are the 2 stamps and my pilgrim passport for day 1. Thanks for walking with me on this first day of the Camino Portuguese Coastal Route. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to follow the rest of my Camino adventure. See you on the next video!